Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second stream of the day. Crazy. Um, Today is a super special episode. We are meeting with Erix Brix. Um, he is a YouTuber, a YouTube creator. He's done a lot of really interesting, excuse me, reviews. But it's not like your typical you know, sit there and just talk about the set for like 10 minutes kind of thing. It's kind of like a speed run kind of thing with the reviews. It's really cool. I like it. But he's also conquering his first large scale mock, which is Hoth, but it's the Battlefront 2 version of Hoth. So if you liked my mock, you're gonna love his mock. It's like 10 times bigger and it's just gonna be so cool. But without further ado, let's bring him on. Erix Brix, what is up, my dude?
How's it going?
Glad you could come on and hang out and stuff like that, talk Lego.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Did you want to just talk a little bit about yourself, what you like to do, kind of the content you're creating now and want to create in the future, or anything like that?
Well, originally when I started, I just did speed builds, and I was like super nervous about like anyone finding out that I was interested in Lego because like I'm 21 now, and I started this when I was 18. So it's like if someone found out at school, like you still play with Lego, like so I just did speed builds, and as time went on, I just kind of grew out of that, and like I don't care what anyone thinks. So lately, I've branched out and started doing like quick reviews, like we were saying earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And now with my first mock series, I'm just kind of going all at it.
Yeah, nice, dude. Yeah, I mean, I was in that same boat. I started this YouTube in 2008, 2009. I was like in middle school, and I was a little nervous to tell people about Lego. I mean, but I was less nervous in middle school. But then when I got to high school, it was like, there was a lot of people being like, yeah, this guy's a little weird, still
Yeah,
playing with Lego and stuff like that. And I ended up dropping it for about 10 years. And then a couple years ago, got back into it. So here we are. Now I'm not ashamed. I'll tell everybody. I tell everybody. I'm like, I love Lego Star Wars. That is like
yeah,
my jam. And they're like, wow, that's really cool. And I don't know if they're just being nice or,
yeah,
whatever, but it seems to intrigue a lot of people. So, I'm glad that you kind of, you said grew out of it, but I think, got the confidence to be like, you know what, I like this and I don't care what everybody is going to say and stuff like that. So that's great.
yeah. Like I didn't tell anyone I worked with, and then they found it like a couple
Oh,
months ago, and they don't they think it's cool. Like they just kind of made fun of me for a bit, but it's fine now.
everybody likes to poke fun and tease, but
Yeah,
people collect shoes for peak's sake. Like,
yeah.
so
Like
it's just-
just throw them on the wall. I mean, that's kind of the same thing. They just sit there and collect dust, but I mean, they're
yeah,
cool to look at. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, people collect everything, so it's like, you know, who cares? It's better than stamps, in my opinion. Stamps are
yeah,
cool, but I like being able to build and all that stuff. But all right, let's see who we got in the chat. Wow, a lot. Okay, so Dominic, Scott, Jedi Master, Zach, whole crew. Thanks, guys, for showing up. Jedi Master changes his profile picture yet again. um, he changes his profile picture at least 10 to 15 times per stream. I don't know why, but he just does. But also, before we get into this, I just want to let you guys know we're not going to be looking at chat the entire time. But if I miss your question, I apologize. But we'll do like a proper Q&A and stuff like that. And then also, thank you so much for helping out with the raid that we did earlier. That was really cool to see and made me feel good. And I hope you guys felt good too, supporting another Lego content creator. So we should do that more for sure. Maybe we'll do that at the end of the stream now as well. But yeah, so let's get over to our first topic. Just want to talk about Brickworld Chicago because it's just right around the corner, and
yeah.
your mock is going to be showcased there, and what
I
you're
hope
like,
I
kind
hope
of,
so.
yeah, you're just you're down to the wire. But I mean, you've made some significant progress in the past couple weeks.
Yeah. I posted episode 1 like I think 3.5 weeks ago, and there was a time in between 1 and 2 where I just didn't do anything for a week, and I think then it hit me. I was like, there's like a month left. I gotta work on this like now.
Hmm.
So I think it was 2 nights ago. When I uploaded episode 2, I was up till 6 a.m. editing
Yeah.
and finishing that. So I now I'm just waiting for Bricklink orders, and I also learned that like plan don't just like, oh, I need this, because then you're building waiting for orders to come, and then it's just wasting time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've never done a large scale mock, but from what I've heard, it's just like plan as much out to a T as you possibly can, because sometimes bricklink orders take like, a few weeks. Um, I know it's not for every store on there, but sometimes they're just overloaded and takes a while to get out. But it seems like you've got majority of the pieces you need, right?
I would think so. I mean, I always think that, and then I'm like, oh, I need this, this, and this.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got like an order. I think I sent in on like the 15th, and it's shipped, but I just got some in today, so I don't know if that's one of them. But
Mhm.
I've been waiting for a while.
Nice. Well, that's cool. I like what you're doing with the 1x1 studs.
Mhm.
Because I love studs. I know everybody's like played over everything. I don't want to see a
Yeah,
single stud, but I'm kind of the opposite. I like the mix of everything, especially if you're gonna add figures and stuff in there.
yeah.
Um, so what's kind of like your process with that? I know you said you were just doing it random, but have you found a flow that kind of works for you for that?
Um, Not really. It's random, like you
Mhm.
said, but I try to like not have each like tile like connected together. I want it to like be matched like that,
Mhm.
just to make it look a little more randomized and not as like symmetrical or something.
Mm.
I don't know.
Gotcha. No, I totally get it. Yeah. I mean, what you're doing with the different like layers,
Mhm.
especially with like the wing pieces and stuff, I thought that was a great idea. This, adding layers like you would see in snow, it's going to be wavy. It's not going to be flat. But I would have just made everything super flat. And that's the majority of what people have been doing is just like a flat, snowy plain and stuff like that. But you're adding a lot of dimension to your mock, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, there was like a lot of thought into it about like footprints, and like I've seen other people do that.
Mhm.
Uh, but I just don't think there's a way to do that where like in Battlefront you're constantly running around the map. So it's like, how would I do that? And there'd just be holes everywhere. So I just like
Yeah.
not do that at all and just have the terrain.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure. And then, so it's also a Battlefront 2 kind of style mock. So,
Mhm.
what are you implementing from Battlefront 2 into the mock?
So I'm doing basically what every other Hoth is doing. Like I echo base the shield
Hmm.
generator and all. But there's also this like side command center.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna have that there, and then there's like some hills. I still need to work on that.
Hmm.
And then I'm gonna be using the UCS ATAT, the official Lego one, and
Hmm.
then I'm gonna be using a couple Brick Vault models as well.
Nice. Do you have the AT-AT built yet?
No, I just picked it up on May 1st, so I get
Oh,
all the
nice.
promos and stuff. But
Heck yeah.
I'm part of me is like waiting to do each section so I can release the videos. But the
Hmm.
more I think about it, it's like I should just do as much as I can as soon as I can, and then
Hmm.
maybe release the videos later. Um,
Yeah. I mean, you could always sometimes what I've done is like I'll do a large build and then I'll just split it up into different videos. So maybe halfway through the build, I'll like end the video and
mhm.
then I'll just film an intro for it and then just continue on. So it's not like I'm starting and stopping. You know what I mean? I don't know if
Yeah,
I made sense doing saying that, but yeah, I mean, you could definitely just like, go pedal to the metal kind of thing and go all the way through. And then maybe after Chicago, you could release the rest of it and stuff. But I don't know. That's totally up to you on how you want to do that. But yeah.
yeah. I think it's just like I'm trying to focus on one thing at a time, and I feel like that might be costing me some time.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. But have you kind of done any measurements with the AT-AT in where you want to place it in the mock?
Yeah, so I have like a section not totally covered right now, just so I can probably put some bricks underneath it so it can be more stable.
Mhm.
And then they have it on display at my Lego store. So I just grabbed two of the big base plates and kind of like put it next to it.
Okay.
Like, okay, that's how much it should take up.
Mhm.
So it should be enough space, but I'll probably have to end up changing some things.
Gotcha. Yeah. I know M&R for his video. He's not using it just because he said it's going to be too big. Is that a concern that you have?
Not really. My only concern is that it's gonna be like blocking part of it. But when
Mhm.
like you're at a convention, you can just like walk around and see like, oh, there's that hiding
Yeah.
behind that and all that
Mhm.
other stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah. Because when I got my like just the regular
Mhm.
play scale set, and I wanted to make it bigger, but at least for me for my mock, it was smaller anyways. So having a huge AT-AT didn't really make any sense. But I
Yeah.
wanted to. There was this really cool rubricable set of instructions that kind of like doubled it in size
Oh well.
using the parts format plus extra parts. But I was like, okay, maybe not. I don't need it that big. But well, that's good that you already took that into account, and
Yeah.
it's not going to be a problem. But how fast do you think you can bang that thing out? Because that's a huge set. I know it takes some people like a week.
I mean, I did the Razor Crest. I think that took me probably around a week. That was just
Mhm.
doing other stuff, working and all that. I
Yeah.
did time it. Like each time I stopped and started the time when I was
Oh,
building it, and I
nice.
think it took me about a total of 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
And I recently built the Coliseum for a video I'm working on, and that
Mhm.
actually I don't want to say how long it took me because that's part of the video. But
Okay. Yeah. Well,
yeah,
so for everybody watching, you better go over and subscribe and make sure you watch that video because that Coliseum is huge. And I've seen people try and like speed build that and like
yeah,
it's insane.
it took me a while.
Yeah, I bet. Oh my gosh. That's a cool set though. Is that still available or is that discontinued?
It's still available. Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
would. What was that like 2020 when it came out
I
or
think
something
so.
like
Yeah.
that?
Hmm.
So maybe at the end of the year they retire it. So
Gotcha.
we'll see.
Yeah. I'm very stubborn because like I I have a very limited fund for Lego, so like I want to put all of it into Lego Star Wars.
Yeah,
But then all these other themes, like all the Marvel stuff that they just announced and stuff like that, I'm just like, don't tempt me, please.
yeah.
Like stop it. Like all the Batmobiles and like Spider-Man stuff. So yeah.
I'll definitely be picking up that No Way Home set, but
Yeah.
that Batmobile looks pretty nice. But for like $50, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's either $50 or $400, I guess.
That's
They're
true.
pretty similar, I guess. We looked at it earlier today, but yeah, they looked similar enough to where it's like it doesn't really matter which one you get.
Yeah.
It's still pretty pricey. I don't even think the tumbler was that much, was it?
The play skill one, I think it
Yeah,
was what 40 something like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it wasn't that much.
Gotcha. And I feel like that had more pieces.
How
Maybe
much does
not.
anyone have?
Uh, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to check that out. But yeah, um, let me just ADHD. Sorry. Okay. So we're kind of talking about mock building right now. So do you have a project lined up for after Hoth is done, or are you kind of just like I want to finish Hoth and then we'll think about that later?
I have thought about what I want to do after this, or I don't know if it's gonna be next Brick World or whatever.
Hmm.
I and you know how Return of the Jedi was recently released back into theaters for the 40th anniversary.
Yeah, yeah.
Just that scene where the Emperor arrives on the Death Star and there's like the army of troops and the Death Star hangar.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
really try to do that.
That'd be so sick. That'd
Yeah,
be so sick. So would that'd be a lot of parts you need to order then too, because can't use too much white from Hoth.
yeah. I don't even know where I'm gonna put all these pieces that I have because
Yeah.
I might just break it because it's using the Mills technique, so I can break it apart and transport it.
Hmm.
So I honestly might just like take it apart and put it somewhere, and
Yeah.
maybe bring it out someday for another convention.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I know Coconut is like a super he really likes to say on how like a lot of the I think it was the first four huge mocks that you do are the most important because that's kind of what's going to set the stage and make it easier in the future. So really planning out like mocks that are going to be beneficial for future mocks. So, I mean, white's a great piece, honestly. In my opinion, maybe people would disagree, but I think white's a great piece to have on hand, whether it's for filler brick or base building or anything like that. Um, it's a useful part for sure. So I don't know, has that ever, you know, come up and you're like, maybe I should wait on Hoth, or you're like, no, like this will help me in the future.
Well, it was like since Brick World Chicago last year, I was like, okay, I think I want to start making mocks now. Just going there, seeing all the awesome things that were there.
Hmm.
So I don't know, I don't remember when it was, but I went to my Lego store and bought like 4 Hoth packs and the Snowtrooper battle pack and filled up a cup.
Hmm.
And that was pretty recently after Chicago. So I've kind of been planning this for a while now, and I
Hmm.
just not got around to it.
Gotcha. Well, nice. I'm glad you're getting to it. It seems like you're having a lot of fun with it, which is good.
I don't know if I mean, it's fun seeing it come together, but
Yeah.
it's stressful.
That's the thing. Like mock building is pain, but like the end result is
Worth it.
yeah, worth it for sure. I know Coconut's like just trying to get to the end of his
Yeah,
Coruscant mock, and I can tell he's just like so done with it, but the end result's gonna be really, really awesome for sure.
yeah. That's looking insane.
Yeah, for sure. So are there any like custom builds that you want to do in the future? Like not so much like giant like diorama scale mocks, but like any like ships or anything like that for stuff.
Um, well, not really. I
Mhm.
did do a like an alternate build for the most recent Tie Fighter, and I changed
Mhm.
that to a Tie Interceptor.
Yeah, I saw that. It
Yeah,
looked really, really good.
it's actually like my best video that I have on my channel. So I'm not sure about like custom ships. I'll probably
Mhm.
just stick with like the Brick Vault, just buy other people's.
Yeah, they do
That
do
N
it
one
really
that I
good.
did looks pretty good. I might have to do that.
The which one?
The Mando's N1 Starfighter.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. I just keep looking at their builds and stuff like that. I'm just like, oh, one
Yeah,
day I'll get all the parts together for this. But yeah. So that's really cool. They do a great job over there.
yeah,
It's hard to make like custom ships now because a lot of people are doing it and they're doing it really, really well. But I mean, there's some stuff that people aren't making. Like I did the Republic Ion cannon.
yeah.
I
That looks
haven't seen
awesome.
instructions for that at all, so I kind of had to just do that myself. But it
Oh,
turned out okay.
you did that yourself?
Hmm.
That looks awesome.
And let me see if I can grab it. This would be the one stream that I break it.
That's huge. Is that minifig
Yeah.
scale?
It's not minifig scale. If it was, it would be like 2 to 3 times bigger than this.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I mean, it has a full interior and stuff like that. I made it for my Zillow Beast mock.
I did see that. That looks awesome.
Thank you.
How'd
Yeah.
you do the Zero Beast?
It was all like I made a skeleton frame out of Technic, and then I just plated over everything with like ball joints and stuff like that. Because it was so hard to find brown, and I didn't want to order it from Bricklink because I don't know how old the pieces are, and I wanted to
Yeah,
buy it new, but I was on a budget, so it's like, okay, like I'll see what I can do. I had a good amount on hand, but I would just go over to minifigs for you, or not minifigs for you. That's David Hall's thing. Bricks and minifigs. That's it. And just go through their bins and stuff. Grab all their brown. It's so brittle. So many broken
yeah.
brown pieces. But yeah, it was worth it for sure. All right. So let's talk about new sets. Just because everybody else is, I guess. Um, all right. I need to find. I'm blanking on names. I'm never. Uh, Jeez. What's the Instagram account that always leaks the images? I was just on her account today.
Is it a Falcon fan?
No. Scott, help me out. What the heck? Why am I blanking on this? Nice profile picture, Jedi. Jedi Master. Oh, promo bricks. Thank you. Why do I do this to myself? I should know this stuff, but I don't. Okay. So are you a huge Marvel fan?
I don't know about huge, but I'll get a couple of the sets.
Gotcha. Here, I gotta do this. There we go. Perfect. All right, we'll start. I don't know how long you want to stay on this topic. It usually gets people upset. But what do you think of the mechs?
Why?
Yeah. I think we all can agree, like, why. Like, there's no reason for it.
I will say the Boba Fett one looks really good.
I agree. Plus, as well as the minifigs. Well, I think minifigs across the board look really good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of the new Stormtrooper with like the white waist. I was kind of partial to like the older ones.
Yeah.
I do feel like I'm one of the only ones who likes the new helmets. But
I like them too.
Don't like them.
I like them too. I like it enough to. I got a bunch of Marauders just because I love the Stormtroopers so much. I like the dual molded Stormtrooper helmet, and I mean, I think this torso and legs came out in the trash compactor.
Are they the same?
Yeah, so it's not like a new torso and legs, but it's still newish.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we can always change out the white belt to black if we wanted to.
Yeah.
I like the legs though.
Are the prints the same as before? Or is it just the waist that's different?
Let's see. I actually have it on hand. I should have it on hand. It definitely looks different. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, both the legs and the torso are completely different. So it's a whole new figure, which is pretty good.
And people were saying it's like an army builder, but like, why would you buy a $16 set just for one figure when you can get it off Bricklink for like $3?
Exactly. And I mean, maybe it'll help like with army building. Now that they're just pumping out more figures and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm sure these sets are going to go on sale for like dirt cheap.
Probably.
This is a set that I can see like, at Costco for like 50% off, something like that.
Is that actually $27?
No, it's confirmed that it's going to be $20.
Okay.
This is just in euros, I think.
Because I know that new like 4+ Marvel set, that's $27, and it's like
yeah, the 4+. The 4+ is always like a weird thing. Like, I don't know why it's so expensive. I think it's mainly because they're large printed pieces, I think is why it's expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I don't know why. But yeah, this is going to be $20. Are you pumped for this? It's not really a Legion I'm super excited for, but I'm not like disappointed with.
Yeah, I'll get a couple. It's just like I only have one because I only ever got one of the AATs when it came out. So I'd like a few more.
Yeah. I agree 100%. Hey, Lego Head Raid, what up? Thank you. Thank you, Lego Head. Rated him earlier, so he's returning the favor. Much appreciated. Hey, man, thank you so much for the raid earlier. Just ended stream. I can't stay, but I wanted to return the favor. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Kudos to you for like, what was it, over 10 hours? A 10-hour stream. That's wild. I couldn't do that. What do you think of the build here?
It looks pretty good. It's supposed to be a swamp speeder, so it kind of gets that done.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be good for alt builds?
Based on what I can see right now, I know I've seen you do some alt builds with like the F5 first pack that came out.
Hmm.
That was pretty good. Based on what I can see, parts now, I don't think so. But I mean, people come up with crazy things nowadays, so you never know.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I'm in the same boat with you. Like, I don't know if it's going to be great for alt builds, but then again, I said that with the Canon, the
Hmm.
AV7 Canon. So, and we were still able to build some, interesting alt builds with that. So, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm
Yeah,
not totally disappointed with the build. I thought it would be worse, but I'm really interested to see how the clones look in person.
yeah.
Now, Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, a set we didn't need or want, but we got.
It looks almost exactly the same as the last one.
A lot of people have been saying that. I don't own the old one or anything, nor do I remember it. I totally wrote it off and forgot it was this set. But yeah, it seems weird that they're doing it. I said earlier that maybe it's because they just have a surplus of Yodas. So maybe they're just like, okay, we made this mold for Yoda and stuff like that. Let's just make another set that includes them. I don't know.
That makes sense, but
Yeah.
I used to do like a Count Dooku set or something like that with him.
Yeah. Add Count Dooku in there or something. Yeah. We need an updated Count Dooku, that's for sure. All right. The Yavin 4 set. What do you think about this set?
I do like it. The tree is the only thing that looks a little
Hmm.
plain and like dull, I guess. Uh, from what I can tell, the figures look really good.
Hmm.
Looks like they have like a new metal piece for Han and Luke.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
As of
Yeah.
right now, I would like to get all these sets, but I do not have the space for it.
Yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat. It's just like, could I get it? Sure. But do I need it? No.
Yeah, I'll
Do I have
definitely
the
wait on it.
space? Do I have the space for it? Absolutely not. Uh, I'm some of my sets are flowing into my living room, and my girlfriend's like, "You got to get these out," and I'm just like, "I just don't have space. I'm sorry." Um, but yeah, I mean, it seems people thought it was a 4+ set at first because of the tree,
Yeah, that
and
makes sense.
I totally see where they're coming from. The figure selection is really good. Um, Someone said missed opportunity for Mon Mothra, um, but yeah, I mean, otherwise, an interesting set for sure. Um, I don't know the conversion. It says 170. I think that's euros. Um, I don't know if that would be like 150 bucks US. Does that
Uh,
sound about right?
I want to say they're roughly the same. That might be like 160, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm maybe totally messing this up. Oh, I actually, maybe it's not euro. Maybe I'm just a dummy. I don't know. I build Legos, man. I don't know. All right. Well, I won't get too into the prices. Doesn't matter too much to me. But yeah, I think overall, really cool. I know there was like a mock or something like that in the visual dictionary from a while ago.
Yeah,
Um, and this is kind of, I guess, based off of that. So yeah,
I do like the Y wing. It looks pretty good for the scale that it is.
hmm, I agree. Yeah, and then we get the cool tower and stuff and this cart thing. I want to see how they build that cart thing so I can build a whole bunch of them. All right. Captain America's shield. Another set where it's like didn't need it, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Does it come with a minifig?
I don't believe so. I think it's just the shield.
Also, it's not like the Thor hammer.
I don't think so. I mean, I think Captain America would be right here,
Yeah.
right? But
I think it looks good,
mhm.
but it seems like if you picked it up, it would just fall apart.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they built it. So, like, can you actually, use it as a shield,
Yeah.
or is it like, just super fragile? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Are you a Minecraft guy?
I have my annual like 1 week where I play it nonstop, and then I never touch it again. So
Yeah.
I don't really buy the sets.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'll get into my Minecraft phase and stuff like that. What about Sonic?
I never really grew up with it, but some of those
Mhm.
do look cool. I did see the movies, but
Yeah,
I'm not sure what the opinion is on that.
I think it's a overall positive. I think for the Sonic stuff. Some people said Eggman looked weird, but I think it looks fine. It looks good.
Yeah,
Are you into City?
not really.
Yeah, same. Uh, oh yeah, the Pac-Man. I mean, like this looks just really cool. I'm not gonna get it, but
Yeah,
I think it looks really really awesome.
I showed my dad earlier. I was like, "Did you play Pac-Man when you were a kid?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Sure," but he pointed out the price, so I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, it's definitely not cheap.
Looks like
Um,
it should be like $200. How many pieces is it?
um, 2,600.
Okay, at least that price per piece ratio is somewhat correct if
Yeah,
people care about that.
yeah. A lot of people do for sure. It seems like it works. Like you can move stuff around. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
I
it
think
looks
it's
like when
just
you
one of the
spin the
features.
thing, it moves.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, definitely cool. Definitely pricey.
Yeah,
But let's see. Soccer. I guess some people were upset that it was only half the field and not a full field. Oh, there it is. Now we're getting to the good stuff. All right, so the Batmobile. I think this is very similar. I think she has a side by side. Yeah. So this is the one that comes in the Bat Cave.
hmm
This is the standalone set. They look pretty similar. Like,
I almost based on those pictures, I almost like the one on the top more.
yeah. Um, I agree with you on that 100%. Because like I guess the overall build is pretty much the same. Some minute differences, I guess the tires or the rims, I should say, and then like this section here. But
Yeah.
overall, um, I know this one for sure. Like the side panels pop out, and then the like machine guns come out.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if this top one does the same, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm not a huge Batman fan, but like out of all the superheroes, he's my favorite for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting the Batcave, and then once that came out, I was like, I don't think so anymore.
Yeah. I think they came out with both of these just to, I guess, please everybody, that didn't get the Batcave now can get the car at least. So that's good.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
this, I think this, just the build itself, like excluding all the awesome figures, is really, really cool. Um, I like the Statue of Liberty head, but, in its proper um, copper. But yeah, I mean, the figures look really good. What do you think about the figure selection?
Well, hopefully that San Diego Comic Con Andrew Garfield Spider Man goes down in price.
Oh, okay.
Uh, is that one? I don't even know how much. I think I want to say it's like $20,000 or something, but it's something
Really?
crazy like that.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
I I do like the build, and obviously I'm gonna get it for the figures,
Hmm.
but I just think they did a really good job with it.
Yeah, I saw some people complaining about the Doc Ock, but I think he
Yeah,
looks fine.
maybe
Um,
the hair, but besides
oh,
that, I
yeah,
think it looks pretty good.
gotcha. Yeah, again, I'm not a huge like Marvel fan, so like I'm looking at it from like a just basic perspective. Like that kind of looks like Doc Ock, so
Yeah, you can tell
that's
it's
good
him.
enough for me.
I will say
um,
the Green Goblin is a little lackluster. There's like the leg
yeah,
printing that could have been used, and I
hmm
would say more purple.
yeah. Um, it looks like the only people who have leg printing, I think maybe um, Doctor Strange, but then Electrode, I think is his name, Electro, and then obviously Doc Ock are the only ones with leg printing. But then all the Spider-Man have dual molded.
Yeah,
So, but that's just cool. We get 3 Spider-Man in a set,
it's about time.
right? Definitely really cool. I'll probably pick that up for sure.
Yeah.
This is a cool scene. I guess my only gripe was why is Wasp so tiny? I know she can shrink down that small, but like why not give a full size minifigure? You know?
Yeah, that one from the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie wasn't that great, so I'd like to see a new one. But
Mhm.
I think the figures look pretty good, so I might have to get it for those.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I feel about the build.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Uh half the van there. It looks like it all comes apart.
Yeah,
Like
it looks better when it's closed up.
mhm. Yeah.
I just can't like obviously it's supposed to be like Avengers headquarters, but
Yeah.
I just can't really tell like what's going on.
Yeah. I feel that. I would only want it for Valkyrie, but that's pretty much it. Not even Thanos. Thanos isn't even that.
Is it a new Scarlet Witch or Wanda?
Ooh, that's a good point. Everybody goes crazy for Wanda
Yeah.
on Division. I mean, to me, it looks like a new one, but I could be wrong. Let's see if there's a. Ah, that looks new. At least the hairpiece, right?
Y- yeah. Maybe the face too.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah, this is probably not a pickup for me, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll make a lot of people happy, which is great. All right, the Batwing. Um, what do you think about the Batwing here?
I will probably get it. I bought the big UCS one before it retired.
Oh,
I still have it
nice.
sealed. Uh,
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna build it, especially since the Flash movie coming out. I don't know if that's gonna
Um,
like raise the price on it at all.
mhm.
But I do like this one. I might have to get it and to pair it with the other Batmobile.
Yeah, that I think it looks really cool. I just like the Joker. He's got the purple hat, which is great. Um, so I'm all for it. Let's see. There's been mixed feelings for this. I think this looks absolutely awesome.
I love the idea, and I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
But why Groot?
I don't know. Like again, it has to come like I'm coming from like production standpoint, whereas like maybe they just overproduced this set and they're like, we got to change it up somehow. But there's a whole lot of new pieces in here, so I don't know. Maybe they were just having fun with it and they said screw it.
Yeah. The weird
Um,
thing is, it's cheaper than the actual Groot set.
that makes sense because the black parts and there aren't as many dark tan, which I guess is more of a random color.
Oh,
That's what I would assume. I'm not saying that's exactly why, but I might pick this up. I was never like a huge Groot fan, but you know, I'm a huge Venom fan.
yeah.
But it's a cool mashup for sure. Oh, and then I think that's it. I think she's just going over about how awesome it looks.
Yeah. So are
But yeah,
those all August?
I think most of them are August. At least the Marvel sets are all August 1st.
Okay.
And then the mechs, I think, are August 1st, if I'm not mistaken. If you're excited for it.
I think I will have to get that Boba Fett one, but I don't know about
Oh,
the
I'm
others.
getting all of them for
Are you
sure.
getting all of them?
Maybe not Darth Vader. I
I just
already
think he
have
looks
like,
weird without the cape.
yeah. A lot of people were saying like, they couldn't have added like a some cloth piece for the mech or something like that, which I get 100%.
Yeah, I
But
think it'd look a little better if there was a cape, which
mhm,
someone could probably add their own.
yeah, that Boba Fett though looks just so good.
Yeah.
Um, everybody's worried that the what is it, the UCS or Cloud City version is going to go like down in price. I don't
Oh
think so.
yeah. Funny thing is that I recently got a sealed UCS Slave One,
Oh, nice.
so I'm
That's awesome.
honestly scared about building it because I know people are having issues with the pieces breaking, even though they're like new out of the box.
Oh, really? Wow. Dang, that sucks. Um, yeah, I can totally see that because it's what reddish brown is the primary
Yeah.
like part in it. Yeah, that makes sense. Which is weird because that set isn't that old, really.
Eight
2015.
years. Yeah,
Okay.
it's older
Yeah,
than I thought it was.
I guess so. I guess it is that old. Dang, maybe I'm just too old.
Yeah. I was
Because
in my
dang, like, yeah,
yeah, I was in my dark
2015.
age when that set came out, so I never got a
Mhm.
chance to get it.
I just got out of my, or I just, yeah, I just stopped really caring about Lego. Like that was like the year after I packed it all away into the basement and stuff like that. Dang, I
Yeah, I
would have
remember
definitely gotten it though.
I got one Rebel set and like one Rogue One set, and like that was it for like 2 years, and then I just kind of stopped after that, just because
Mhm.
like high school, and then
Yeah.
I kind of picked it up again my senior year with all the like the Rise of Skywalker stuff coming out,
Hmm.
and just snowballed, kept going.
Yeah. That's how it happens for sure. Like it starts slow and then before you know it, you're like, oh my gosh, like what have I done?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of the COVID like resurgent kind of like collectors. So
Yeah, I was like right before that.
epic. Nice. All right, let's open. What am I doing? I don't know. All right, let's open it up to the chat. Do y'all have any questions for Eric or myself or anything?
I see
Whether it be,
Firebird
you
Bricks
know,
is here.
oh hey Firebird, what up?
Yes, sir.
Hey, oh okay, that's cool. Reppin', reppin'. Okay, everyone look for Boba Fett Slave One. Why? So okay. Thank you, Jedi Master. Look at that profile picture. That's a handsome that's a handsome guy right there. You did what you said. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate everybody coming out and listening, all that stuff. Here. This is for
Yes, I
you.
did see that. I'm sorry, I just didn't get a chance to answer it. I did think about it, but as of now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make any changes, which I know is kind of stupid because I say in my videos, like, make sure to give me suggestions, but like, I'm just trying to finish it first and then I'll see if I can make any changes to it.
Let's be honest. From one creator to another, that's just to get more engagement in the comments. So
Yeah. Cheap bait.
no, but we do listen to everybody's opinions and what they have to say and
Yeah.
everything like that. But sometimes, you say it and then you're like, darn, I wish I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Like I can't do anything.
Yeah, I did
Uh,
see yours
oh
about
yeah,
like
the tunnel
the
system.
yeah.
Yeah. That's more of a huge change. Like I did not expect like that. But
It's the more I think about it, it wouldn't be as complicated. Just like
mhm.
putting like slope pieces or inverted slope pieces, so it's like looks like rockwork and then fill in behind it, which wouldn't be too much. But I say
Yeah.
that now and then I'll try it, and then it's gonna take me ages to do.
Yeah, because I mean, if I were you, I would do like since you have like this big mountainscape,
Hmm.
like behind it instead of just like a white wall, it could be like a tunnel system or
Yeah,
something like that. But again, you're doing this for Brick World Chicago, so you
yeah,
only got a certain amount of time to do that.
yeah.
Um, Firebird wants to know the wall mount for your
Let
ghost ship.
me check. I ordered that like last December. I'm gonna see if I can find it again. I know it was off Etsy.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Is
I'll
that the
just-
UCS gunship?
yeah, that's the UCS one.
Oh, nice. It looks so good. That's the one UCS set that I'm like, I gotta get this ASAP.
Do you not have it?
No, not yet.
It's cool. I know a lot of people were complaining about it because it was like, oh, it's not minifig scale and all that. Like, it's just a
Yeah.
big gunship, and I like that for what it is.
Yeah. Neither was
Um,
the A Wing that they released like the year before. So, you know.
I like. I'm not don't really care for the A wings, but I do like that. I don't know if you can see it right now, but it's like right there. I think I have a box blocking it, but
Yeah, gotcha.
I do like that set a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me check my orders for Etsy so I can see what that wall mount is. Like,
Zach posted a mock. Scott said it's crunch time mode.
yep.
Ludicrous speed. Oh, Firebird's bringing his Hothmock to Brooklyn.
Dude, I saw that. That is insane. I love that. It looks
His
awesome.
is so good. His
Yeah.
is absolutely fire. Like
Firebird Brix.
yeah. Oh my gosh. I
Sorry.
can't believe I did that. How embarrassing.
Stupid.
Yeah.
So it looks like it was from Crustacean Creation 3D. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I just looked up UCS gunship wall mount, and that was the first one that I saw.
Cool. All right. Well, there you go. I think I got a Wicked Bricks. It's Europe based company or something like that. But
Yeah.
they made the stand for my UCS Falcon, and it's really nice. It's acrylic. I did break it, but it still works.
Yeah.
Immediately when I took it out of the box, it just goes, and I'm just like, oh, that's 100% my fault. Like, it's not their fault. But they do make some quality stuff. I don't know if they have anything similar to that, but for
Yeah,
like
my
wall
dad.
mount.
Oh, yeah, I've seen some wall mounts for that. I don't know how those work because I'd just be scared of it just falling off.
Yeah, yeah.
My dad bought, or he like kind of like surprised me and my family with the UCS Falcon during quarantine, like just a project. And then like a couple of months later, he ordered. I want to say it was from Wicked Brick, and I think he did the same thing. He broke off like a top part of it when he was putting it together.
Oh man, yeah. Well, let's see. Firebird asked what lug you're displaying with.
I'm just displaying it by myself. I'm not affiliated with any leg or anything. I know tons of people are, but I'm just going by myself.
Going solo, flying solo. Nothing wrong with that. It looks much smaller up on the wall. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I look at it every now and then. This looks big.
Yeah, it could be the angle or something like that.
Yeah.
Wicked Brick is great. Agreed. It's weird how everyone's like, let's build a Hothmock like MR Productions Legomen Firebird. I mean, like,
it's like,
so you've been planning this for a while. You said.
I did see that comment on your video, like, dude, you copied MNR. I was like,
I felt bad because I was just like, this comment is silly. I'm gonna pin it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I immediately unpinned it as soon as he got like 4 negative. I'm like, oh, I can't do that. But yeah, I mean, it's like there's the AT-AT out, there's the AT-ST out, there's the UCS AT-AT, there's the Snowtrooper Battle Pack. Of course, a lot of people are going to be making like, Hothmocks and stuff. But also, I think it's just a coincidence for a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Part of me, when Ryan uploaded his first Hoth, I was like, oh,
yeah.
Like, I'm doing that, but like, I don't care. It's anyone.
Yours is unique, Yeah. You're doing a Battlefront 2 style Hothmock. It's absolutely massive, and it's technically modular because you're able to take it apart and move.
Yeah, that was a big planning portion of it, just so I can move it around.
Yeah, that's really great. I mean, I think I'm gonna start doing that for all my builds now. Is like completely modular, like just for transport and storage wise. Not like I did with my last Hothmock to where like you can just mix and match. Um, I think that would be a little too complicated for like bigger mocks and stuff like that. But yeah, let's see. Firebird said, "Props to you." Are you going to film anything at Brick World Chicago? Are you going to do a video?
I did last year.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
kind of awkward when like vlogging because like kind of self conscious. Like people like looking at me when I'm like filming and all that.
Mhm.
But I'll probably film some stuff, especially since I'm displaying and maybe get people's reactions.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed. I've seen Beyond the Brick interview some people with Hoffmocks, and
yeah,
I'm low key hoping they'll come up to me and be like, "Hey, can we interview you?"
that'd be great.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome. I mean, I've been watching those guys for like
yeah,
years. Even when I was out of my Lego phase, they would
hmm
still pop up my recommended, and I'd like watch them. Once in a while, see what David's doing. Um,
dude. Is he bringing that to any convention?
I think he is bringing it to Brickworld, Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's bringing Geonosis because he said he's planning it so that it can easily come apart for transport.
Yeah,
So, and he always goes to Brickworld, Virginia. So
yeah. He
every
brought
year.
that insane Jedi temple last year,
Yeah.
which I wish I got to see.
How did he keep that a secret? I would have been like,
I
been
would
like,
have
oh,
wanted to
such
show
a
up at like,
big,
look at this.
yeah, right. But it was just a secret project, you know. That's cool though. Uh, Firebird, Hoth is an iconic battle that every mock builder wants to make and play, so that eventually leads. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Plus, everyone's different. 100% agree. Um, Modular. I think that goes for both of us in terms of, taking apart and everything like that.
yeah,
It's so useful for later in the day, like not later in the day, but like later on when you do want to just disassemble a set, but you don't want to like take it apart piece by piece, you know?
yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Like when I mentioned earlier, like I might just take it apart base plate by base plate and not entirely like
Hmm.
piece by piece, just so I can like put it away somewhere, maybe bring it out another one
Yeah,
day.
for sure. Not ready for public vlogging. I'm gonna force myself to do it.
That's kind of what I
Yeah,
did last year.
I mean, if you're gonna do it anywhere, Brick World is the perfect place to do it.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
gonna be
think
a builder
anybody
in it.
really cares.
Yeah, like if you go back and watch that video from last year,
Hmm.
I did recently just to like I guess reminisce about stuff, but
Hmm.
it was somewhat cringy. But I was like, I don't care. Like I've improved a little, but
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to doing it again this year.
yeah. I mean, hey, I still have 11 and 12-year-old me videos up on my channel, so I feel that like
Yeah,
I'll go back and I'm like, oh, I was so happy and stupid, and then
every
I'm like,
now and
oh,
then.
yeah.
I don't know if you've seen like how I do my speed builds,
Mhm.
but if you go back and watch my very first video, it's like insane how different and bad it is. Uh, like I didn't know you could turn the sound off for the video, so like
Mm.
there's sound and there's music like overlaying it.
Yeah,
It's everyone starts somewhere, so I just
exactly.
yeah
We all learn and grow, and that you should be looking back at your older videos and be like, I can do so much better now, because otherwise you're not growing. So, uh, I want Beyond the Breaks to get my. Oh, they will for sure.
no
No,
absolutely, dude.
nobody's
I
doing it for
cannot wait to see that.
Stoxes. I can't believe you would even say that. They'll
Dude, I
probably
can't
come
wait
up
to
to
see
you
that in
first.
person.
They'll probably come up to Firebird first and be like, "Hey, can we do you just want our channel? Like, just want it?" um, Cole, did you buy all those shelves, or do you have someone build them for you, or did you build them? These are actually from Target, from Target. $30 a pop. Yes, they're smaller than the IKEA Billies, but
That's what I
um,
thought what they were.
yeah, I mean they're a little smaller, but they're basically the same. Um, but $30 a pop, that's a steal. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm balling on a budget, so That's what I'm doing. The one the Falcon's on is a Billy from IKEA, but I got that in the clearance section, so it was like $20. Um, IKEA has a clearance section for all y'all who don't know that. So just because this desk chair is also from clearance, got it 50% off.
I need to get a chair like that.
Yeah, I got a long torso, so like I need the lumbar support. Let's see. So yeah, Target, um, great, great things. I think Walmart has basically the same exact thing for $30 as well. So
I
I
got those from Walmart,
oh, there you go. See,
and I put some lights on it. So
heck yeah. I wanted to add lights, but that's a lot of work.
it was just difficult getting everything lined up and hidden, but I think I
Yeah,
did a pretty good job with it.
no, it looks great. Definitely adds a little spice to the to everything. Let's see. People are leaving. Why? Said Dominic, not me. They can leave. It's okay. It's a free internet. Scott said, "Just be ourselves." I agree. Target, yeah, it's a fancy place. It's fancier than Walmart, so
Yeah.
it's gotta have a fancy name. Yep, Target sells shelves. That's for sure. All right, this is a good question. What's your favorite set you own?
Oh gosh. I have to say probably the UCS Razor Crest or
Ooh.
maybe Optimus Prime.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
a huge Transformers fan, so I
Nice.
was absolutely hyped when that set was released.
Yeah, I have a friend who's like really into Transformers, and I sent that to him, and he's like, honestly, might pick this up, and he's not even a Lego fan. But how does the transforming work? Is it pretty smooth for
It's
truck to?
yeah, if you're like familiar with like how he originally transforms in the original toy, it's pretty similar to that.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
and he's a little flimsy, but I mean it's Lego, so like it's gonna fall apart.
Yeah, you can
Um,
always rebuild.
but I had a blast building that, and it was just like a dream set of mine.
Hmm. Well, awesome, dude. And then the Razor Crest, how'd you like that?
That was also a really fun build, and
Okay.
it just looks amazing. Like I actually got rid of my playset one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, I don't need this anymore. I got the UCS one.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, I have the Play Scale Razor Crest and also the 20th anniversary Slave one.
That is a
Um,
nice little one. Yeah,
I that's one of my favorite sets that I own, for sure. But I again wish I had the UCS version, but hopefully maybe one day we'll get, another one. I'm just waiting for a Django Fett Slave one. That's all I want.
even just a playset one. Yeah,
Yeah, that's all I want. I just recolor any other set. I don't care. I just want one so
yeah,
bad. Firebird is leaving, but yeah, I'll see you next year, I guess.
you're not
Maybe.
going this year.
No, no, can't do it, but definitely want to do it next year. That's for sure.
It was a blast last year. I had a ton of fun,
That's awesome.
and
And
I'm
I'm sure
going.
you will this year.
Yeah, and that was just for the public days. I was there for 2 days and then I left, but now I'm going for like a full week.
Oh, okay. So, okay, how does that work? The public,
Uh,
I hear public days, but I don't know exactly what that means.
so the public days are Saturday and Sunday from like 10 to 2 or 3 or something like that. It's
Mhm,
like a 5 hour day for each day, and then there's the like exhibitor, which you have to pay for.
mhm,
That's like for displayers, sellers, and stuff like that.
mhm,
So I'm leaving, I think Tuesday. Uh, Driving all day Tuesday. It's like a 13-hour drive from where I'm
mhm.
from. Getting there Wednesday, so I got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday there for like other mock presenters and sellers, so I kind of get like a sneak peek or something like that just before the show.
You make connections,
Yeah,
link up with Firebird. That'd be great.
yeah.
Yeah, he
Get to
he
see
loves
this.
making connections. He's like, "Are you going?" And I'm like, "Nah, I can't swing it this year." And he's like, "Dang, well, whenever you go, I'm gonna introduce you to everybody. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
I saw he was on one of your podcasts before when I
oh
was.
yeah, and I'm just like, I have social anxiety, and I'm like, please don't, like, let me just muster up a little courage to talk to somebody.
Yeah, it's like I'm also kind of that way. I'm really shy before,
Mhm.
so like I was kind of nervous when I was coming on here, but you're really easy to talk to and all that. It's
Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I was like super shy and reserved and stuff like that. And one day I'm just like, I need to get over this. So I applied for a serving job, and that helped a lot. I
yeah. I
mean,
used to do
you
that. It
know,
was
it
just
sucks.
talks. Yeah,
It sucks so bad.
so man.
Just the anxiety, but also just like, dealing with customers and stuff like that is like,
Yeah,
it builds character. That's how I put it. So, but yeah. All right. Um, what do y'all think the biggest set you own is? What would that be for you?
biggest set uh that I have built right now is the Razor Crest. I do have the UCS Star Destroyer,
Mhm.
but that thing won't fit on my shelf. It's just way too big.
Yeah, I have the Star Destroyer behind me here,
Yeah,
and
I can see it.
it's one of my biggest sets, and it's awesome. In terms of pieces, the Falcon's the biggest one.
Yeah.
Um, but I had just moved into this new place across the country, so
Mm.
I moved from Pennsylvania to Colorado, and um my brother had gotten me that for Christmas, and I'm just like, oh, I gotta build it. Like I
Yeah.
can't just not like he's spending all this dough on me, and just like I'm not gonna keep it in the box. So
Yeah.
that was one of my first streams was building the Falcon and the Star Destroyer. But I finally built it, and I'm like, where am I gonna put this? I have no place to put it. Um, so yeah, it is huge. So
Yeah.
definitely make sure you have the space for it, because the width is what matters.
Yeah.
Um, so because I initially thought like it could fit on one of my shelves, but it was too wide. So the only way it would fit is if it was on an angle, and then it looked weird, and it was like some of the stand was hanging off. So
Yeah.
when you want to display it, just make sure you got the width for it.
Yeah. I did build it, but I had to take it apart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the gunship is actually like the same width with the wingspan, so
Oh,
it's
jeez.
that's why I got the wall mount because before that,
Mhm.
I bought that in August of 2021 whenever it was released. I got it on release day.
Mhm.
Um, and like later that month, I was leaving for college.
Mhm.
And my parents were like, "You gotta save it for college. You can't be buying Lego." So I sold a lot of my stuff, and then I used a bunch of VIP points. I was like, "Please, just let me get this one, last
Yeah.
one before college." And like, okay, fine. So I built it, had it displayed on my desk, for like probably a month until I left, and then I took the wings off, threw it in the box, stayed like that for like a year,
Mhm.
and then I found that. So like, all right, I really want to display this, so
Mhm.
that's okay.
Nice. There you go. Some
There's
people.
actually a stand for the plaque and the minifigs, but it keeps falling off, and it looks like it did
Oh,
again.
interesting. Wow, that stinks. I'm sorry.
I haven't just put
Um,
it back on.
uh, I've seen a lot of people hang like their ships and stuff from the ceiling with like fishing wire and stuff like that.
That
That
makes
gets a
me
little
nervous.
too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm I'm not like super tall, but like I'm tall enough to where like I hit my head on everything. So it's like I would just be knocking into all my sets, and then they would just fall down and stuff like that. So I'm just like hard pass. Like I would just brush up against it and they would fall.
Yeah.
So but the wall mounting is a really great idea. I think I've seen that a couple times with different sets, but not with the UCS gunship.
Yeah, the
So
seller I bought it from had a couple other ones. I think he had one for the A Wing and then maybe the like Imperial Light Cruiser, I think.
ooh, okay, nice. Yeah. Do you have the light cruiser?
I do. It's actually on my desk. You probably can't see because of the light, but
Gotcha.
I'm deciding to part ways with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's it's a set that really surprised me when I built it. My youngest brother got it for me for Christmas as well. It was a good Christmas for me. I got 2 UCS sets in the light cruiser.
This
That
past
was
year,
um
or
no, 2 years ago now.
oh, okay,
So 2 Christmases ago. But yeah, they spoiled me, and I built that first, and I'm just like, wow, this is a really great build. It's super sturdy. Great minifigs.
yeah,
Just
I am
overall.
keeping the minifigs from it because I got to
Mhm.
keep them off Gideon.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
and I forgot what I was gonna say.
All good. Yeah, and, the Death Trooper was crazy expensive too, and then they came out with that like
Yeah,
holiday scene. But are you getting more into Lego investing, or are you investing in Lego, or is it just like you know?
I don't know how I feel about it. There's like the people that are like in the hobby solely for investing and not for like building things.
Hmm.
Um, and that kind of irks me a little.
Hmm.
Um, but like I have some sealed stuff here that I'm like, do I really need that? Because I originally bought it to build, but I was like, I don't have the space or the time, and I could use the money from it.
Hmm.
So I might have to get rid of some stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, I can't keep anything sealed. Like I have to build it, even if I don't have the space. I'm like, oh, I'll figure it out. You
Yeah,
know,
that's kind of what I do when I buy
I'll
new stuff.
move
Like,
something.
I'll figure something out.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I now I'm at the point where I'll only buy something like if one, I really, really want it, or two, I have the space to display it, because then it's just not worth getting. Um, and if I really want the figures, I'll buy them separate or something like that. But I've become a lot more like picky on what I pick up and stuff like that. I'm okay not getting every single set.
Yeah,
Um,
I when I
mm,
first kind of like started back into Lego, I was like, all right, I'll only get the ones I want just because of like how limited my funds were.
mhm,
And I was like, as time went on, I was like, oh, I gotta get everything. And now I'm kind of going back to like, okay, which ones do I really want? Which ones do I
mhm.
not need?
Yeah, yeah.
And Lego's making it easier for me with the mix. So
Exactly. Yeah, don't need everything. I think with a lot of the most recent stuff, it's like the Snub Fighter. Like I I I don't think it's a bad set. It's just
yeah,
I don't need it, so I'm not going to buy it. And then the Fang Fighter, that's that and the Interceptor. That's something I want. So
yeah,
like,
that's a great set.
yeah. So that's something I'll definitely pick up. And I'm really excited for the gunship, but since it's so specialized, I at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna get like two or three, but now I'm like, okay, one'll do. You
Yeah,
know,
I'm just kind of curious on how they're gonna do it.
yeah, I know it's like I guess the Coruscant gunship, so there's gonna be a lot of maroon. Um, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm sure it'll look great, but it's like a lot of people wanted the just regular gunship for mocks and what have you, because it's been a
Yeah,
while since we got one.
yeah, it's been 10 years since the last playset one.
Really? I didn't know it was that long. Jeez.
And there's the UCS one, which was 2 years ago. I
Hmm.
think.
Yep. And then with the price increase, like it's just a lot of money.
Yeah.
Used to be 350, now it's 400.
Oof.
Scott did the right thing, and he got a whole bunch of sets before the price increase.
I thought about doing that, but
Hmm.
didn't know if I wanted to blow a bunch of money on stuff just so I could save $50.
Yeah, because I've seen it on sale too. So I mean,
Yeah, I think Amazon and Zavi have had a couple sales recently.
yeah, I've heard a lot about Zavi recently. I don't know exactly what that is, but
They're just kind of like another seller, but they do get some stuff early. Like I
Mhm.
got the Guardianship, which is honestly, now I think about it, probably one of my favorite Marvel sets.
Okay.
That was, I think, 2021, where Europe got all the new wave on June, and the US had to wait till August. So I got that early from them, and it's a great set.
Yeah. I just recently saw Volume 3.
Oh,
It was pretty good. I liked it. again, not a huge Marvel fan, but uh, my girlfriend and I both like the Guardians of the Galaxy primarily for the soundtrack, and the characters are great.
Yeah,
Um, but the new ship in there that in that movie looks pretty interesting, and I was thinking about getting the set because when it first came out, I didn't. I'm like, what ship is this? And then it kind of clicked when I saw the movie.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's their new starship. Okay, that makes sense. Um, but yeah,
I think it's just like a weird design, but I mean, the Lego
yeah,
model looks accurate to the source material. So
for sure, for sure. I thought it was weird with like the two circles or two rings, I guess, on either end.
yeah.
Scott asked, "Do you have a favorite Lego YouTuber or any favorites?"
Well, the ones that really like inspired me to kind of create my own channel was Brickatect. I hope to meet him at a convention one day.
Mhm.
And then MNR, probably the biggest, or I'd say popular because I know there's a bit of a love hate with him for some
Yeah,
people.
yeah. When I first got back into Lego, I was like just kind of trying to figure out who was like the prominent figures because I knew David, aka Solid Bricks, was always one of the biggest.
Yeah, he's like the standard.
Yeah, I grew up with him, so it's like I'm very familiar with his content and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
um, I just wanted to see who else was in in the league, I guess, and he was one of the first people. Um, and I watched a couple of his videos, and this was granted like 2 years ago almost.
Mhm.
Um, and I was just like, he's not vibing with me. He
Yeah,
said some things, and I was just like, well, as a new viewer, I was just like, pass. But I have gone back this past year and watched a lot of his newer videos, and it seems like he's matured a lot, and he's just doing what he wants to do and stuff like that. He does have strong opinions, but everybody does. That's not a problem.
yeah,
But I've found myself enjoying more of his content. So I'm with you on M&R. He's grown for me, so I can say I'm a fan as well.
yeah,
Um, I think someone else's Coconut Bricks that I've just like really just enjoyed everything he makes.
yeah. It's really
He's
underrated.
also been super helpful for me, just being very open and talks with me about like YouTube and growth and like all of this like all the fun stuff like analytics and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Just giving advice. He's just being a bro. So I have a lot of respect for him. Um, but yeah, and then who's the other person that you said? Brick Tech?
Brickatect, Greg.
Okay, I think
He
that sounds familiar.
he mainly does videos with his son Clark, but he's just really relatable and just makes fun videos.
Oh yes, I've seen some of his videos. Yeah, seems like a wholesome guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's great. Gotta make sure I am subbed. Yeah, I just want to, get to know a lot more content creators, like, see their work and everything like that. Because there's so many. There is so
yeah.
many.
Like last year at Chicago, I got a chance to meet. There was a couple. I actually met Life Bricks in the
Oh,
hotel.
nice, nice.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to get a picture with him though. Um, and then I met Brickwiz. He's
Hmm.
really cool to talk to. Do you know Holly? She's like
Yep.
Australian. Yeah,
Hmm.
met her. And then who else is there? Oh, Emily and Ross. They're actually like local. I'm in Dallas. They're in Austin, so
Hmm.
they're pretty close. I got to talk with them for a few minutes, and then I met Ryan as well.
Nice. Cool. Well, I'm sure you get to meet a lot more people. That's for sure.
Last
This
year, I
year, at
definitely
least.
kind of felt like in my own kind of like bubble. I didn't really know anyone. I didn't have any like personal friends. Just people that I look up to and got a picture with them. But hopefully this
Mhm.
year, I get to make a few
More of a
friendships.
level
Yeah,
playing field kind of thing. Definitely reach out to Firebird. I mean, not to.
Yeah, I've been watching his videos for a while now. It's cool to chat with him earlier.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah, definitely one of the greats that has come up in recent years. I mean,
He's
he blew up recently, so
yeah, he grew pretty fast.
yeah. I mean, he knows what he's doing, and it shows, especially with mock building. Like he's just so
Yeah.
good, and for someone who just started, like that's insane, you know. So, uh, does my girlfriend like Lego?
Oh,
No.
the
Oh,
profile picture.
there you go. Consider it a source of flattering.
What a great shot of me.
She kind of does, kind of not. Um, Hidden Lego podcast video. What is it? You know what? It's probably this podcast. I had to cancel the last one and do this one for StreamYard. Don't worry about it. You're reading too deep into things, Jedi Master. Any interest outside of Lego?
Like I kind of mentioned earlier, I'm a huge Transformers fan. I grew up with the live action movies when I was a kid, and I kind of I almost say stopped caring, but just maybe lost a little interest once those movies kind of died. And now with the new one coming out, I'm just like kind of back on the hype train.
Yeah, nice. It's the Primal one, right?
Rise of the Beasts, yeah.
Rise of the Beast. Okay, yeah. I don't know where I got Primal from, but yeah. I mean, I hope it's good. It's funny because I watched the filming of Rise of the Fallen. It was I think it was the second one.
Yeah, sounds about
They
right.
came to my city and filmed the opening scene with the ice cream truck, the duo kind of
Oh,
thing. In like it's set in Japan, like an industrial place where they find like this Decepticon and stuff like
yeah,
that. But yeah, they filmed that in my town at like an old steel mill.
that's
Um,
cool.
and it was awesome to see. I mean, they had like, the what are they, Black Hawk helicopters flying over at all times during the day and stuff like that. It's just like it was really wild and cool to see, like
Oh,
explosions going off,
yeah,
like just absolutely wild. It was so cool to see it. But we saw the ice cream truck and we're like, what is that? Like, is that going to be in the movie? Like, it was really cool, kind of see the behind the scenes and kind of think about what the movie was going to be like. But
yeah.
yeah, every time I watch it, I'm just like, yep, I was there. It was fun. Bumblebee is my favorite. Yeah. But any other hobbies? Anything like, when you're not building, you know, are you a
Um,
gamer? Anything like that?
as of recently, not much. I know. Jedi Survivor came out recently.
Hmm.
I don't yet to get a PS5, so I can't play even if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Um, and obviously recently with my current project, I'm finding no time to get around to it.
Yeah.
But I'd like to get back into it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't game much either. I just don't have time for it. Like, um, I always did it to relax and stuff like that, but now building and stuff is my form of relaxation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I like to hike, and
Oh,
I'm my profession is photography and videography, but it's also like what I like to do in my free time as well. So I like to do that too.
yeah. I was checking out your Instagram. You got some cool pictures in there.
Thank you. Yeah, I like taking my pictures, that's for sure. Let's see. I saw a question. Do you play PS4 or Xbox One? Um, are you saying that I can't afford a PS5? Because it's true. I have two. I have two PlayStation 4s. Why? They were given to me. That's the only reason why. But yeah, I'm not a huge console guy. I'm a PC. Um, which now is like kind of in hot water because PC ports have been absolute garbage recently. At least with the new Star Wars game, right?
Yeah, I heard there was a ton of issues when
Yeah.
that launched.
Um, but PC's always been like my go-to. I do have PlayStation. Only game I really played on that was Ghost of Tsushima. Um, that's the only game I've like played through completely on the console. Otherwise, I just use it as an entertainment system for like Netflix,
Yeah,
YouTube, all that stuff. Um, how about you? Are you PlayStation, Xbox?
yeah. I currently got a PS4, but
Mhm.
I definitely want to get a PS5 soon, especially with the new Spider-Man game coming out, which
Oh
looks really
yeah,
cool.
that looks sick.
You see the gameplay for it?
Yeah, I thought it was the trailer at first, and it was just gameplay footage, and I'm just like, this looks awesome. This looks so
Yeah,
good. Um, and I so is it the multiverse then? Um, like everything's coming together, like all the Spider-Men are kind of like in one realm, or is it like just different?
it's like a sequel to the one that came out like the
Oh,
2018.
okay, yeah.
But you're talking about the game, right? Because they
Yeah,
also
yeah. I'm
gonna
sorry.
do
I'm
a movie.
probably going off into a
Yeah,
different tangent. Because I didn't play the first one in full. I mean, I've watched my friends play it and like gameplay footage of it, but I'm not like totally like involved with the story or anything like that. I just saw, I guess Venom Spider-Man,
yeah,
and that was like, oh, that's cool. I love Venom.
yeah,
So like, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. How'd they all get there?
yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed the first game, so I'm excited for that one. But
Nice.
gotta get a PS5 first.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, at least they're becoming more available now. You
Yeah, I've
know.
actually seen one in the stores for the first time since
Yeah,
it came out.
they're
Like,
actually on the wilds. It's crazy.
yeah,
Darn scalpers, man. Badminton. You play badminton? That's cool. I was never much of a tennis or badminton. What's your favorite sport? Kickball. That's not a sport. No, that's a sport. I'll give it to you. Kickball was fun. I haven't played in years. I haven't played since fifth grade.
yeah, that's actually a buddy of mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're on a kickball team.
Heck yeah, that's
Yeah,
sick. Honestly,
yeah,
that's sick. I haven't played it so long.
it's really fun.
That's so cool. My It's like the fifth time I mentioned her, but my girlfriend wants to get into pickleball. And I'm like,
I've
are we 50? Like, are we
yeah,
old?
I've heard of it. I just don't really know what it is.
It's like less athletic tennis, if that makes sense.
Is it the
Like,
one with like the paper like fan thing? Is that it?
yeah, it's kind of like giant ping pong, but it's a lot slower.
I'd have to look at it to
Yeah,
see.
so just I guess think of tennis and ping pong mashed together, but it's not as crazy as tennis would be. Um, in terms of like, the lunging and sprinting, it's a smaller court, all that stuff. So that's the best way I could explain it. But
All I've really heard about it is that it's like a white people sport.
yeah, 100%. Yeah. I'm not I'm not gonna argue with that. I'm gonna play with Don and Gail and stuff.
Yeah,
I love it. It's great. I mean, it's whatever. Cakeball sounds,
I'm
you
a
know,
huge baseball fan, so like just
okay.
doing basically the less athletic version of that is
hmm
pretty
I
fun.
was terrible at baseball, so kickball is right up my alley. So is it a club, or is it just like you or with a whole bunch of people and y'all kind of just are on teams, or how's that work?
So it's like a league. So we formed our own team, and then
Mhm.
it's like through our city. So we just kind of like show up
Oh,
every
okay.
week and play a new team.
Nice. That sounds like fun.
It is.
Cool. I don't do much sports. I'm not like a huge traditional sport guy. Like, don't like football, don't like baseball, whatever. But I used to swim. I swam growing up, so that was like my sport growing up. But yeah, nothing much in terms of sports. Well, thank you, Jackson, for hopping on the stream and supporting your friend.
Yes, sir.
PS5 soon. Heck yeah. Trying to Lego base. Very good. Very good. I agree 100% with you. Ghost of Tsushima is like the best. I don't even know what to call it. Samurai game.
What is the game?
It's called Ghost of Tsushima. Um, it's like a don't know what to call it. I'm sure somebody else can do a better explanation than me. It's like a Japanese samurai type game. People are invading, and you gotta, protect your land and stuff like that. But it's like an open world type thing.
Hmm.
Um, it's just it's a beautiful game, and the combat is pretty fun. It's not super technical, but it's not like button mash kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
I think I've heard of it, but
yeah,
I haven't got around to playing it.
story's really good. So that's what kept me in for so long. I love football.
Is that football as in soccer or
Yeah, or
football?
some say soccer. Okay, Jedi Master, I see you. Yeah, I was never good at soccer. I did an indoor soccer league with my friends.
Mhm.
And we were, oh man, we were juniors or seniors in high school, and we were going against like freshmen, eighth graders kind of thing.
Mhm.
And you might be like, that's unfair, but we were terrible. We were absolutely horrible. Like so bad to where like when the team saw us, they were like, sweet, easy win, and we're gonna have some fun. So like that's what we were all about. It was just having fun. Like we didn't care. We got crushed. We got crushed like 15-0, but it was a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
before we did kickball, we did soccer, and we went like 0-8 or however many games we played. And there was like two people that actually knew what they were doing, and the rest just
Mhm.
like were just running around.
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't look at that comment.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Well, we had one friend that was like uh, really good at soccer, and then all of us were just like, so we can't use our hands, right? That was us. Um, but yeah, I remember they were like, "Hey, Cole, you need a goalie," and I'm just like, "I don't want a goalie. Like I'm scared of the ball. Like
Yeah.
you'll be fine. You'll be fine." This kid, literally 4 feet tall, charges at me with the ball and kicks it right in my face.
Oh god.
I do a fly back, my feet go up in the air, and everybody's just like, "Oh my god, is he dead?" And I'm like, "My nose isn't broken, we're good." I just started laughing. I'm just like, "This is ridiculous." Like these kids are absolutely crushing us.
Yeah, the people we played against were like, so the city I live in,
Mhm.
um, they're like recreational, like high school kind of. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like kind of like the youth level. They're
Yeah.
like one of the best in the country.
Oh
So we
dang.
were like playing against kids like that,
Yeah.
and so it just wasn't even fun. I was like, dude, we're just getting destroyed.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, some people take it like super seriously, so hey, more power to them, but
Yeah,
it's just not my thing.
yeah,
Hey, there you go.
yes, sir. Just got the notification.
Heck yeah. You had a cracked rib? Oh, got hit in the stomach. Yikes. Can't do it. That's why I was scared of baseball. It's like, I guess I was at that age group to where like the pitchers weren't good pitchers. They were like just becoming. So like, occasionally you get like a solid fastball, but then they would like kind of mess up and then like peg you. And I'm just like, I don't
Yeah,
want to get hit. So yeah. And I was never a baseball guy. I was always scared of the ball.
yeah,
So I like the individual kind of sport of swimming. I was able to just to do my event and then that's it.
do you like do the races or?
Yeah, I did a club team as well as high school. Went to states a couple times, but I was good. But swimming twice a day, 6 days a week was not fun.
Yeah, that sounds a little exhausting.
Yeah, I was in the best shape of my life, but I just can't
Yeah,
take it. It's just too much. Who's favorite team baseball? Oh, answer
ooh,
this carefully. Maybe go to Scott's Instagram. No.
let me check
He's
first.
he's fine. He won't bite.
The New York Yankees, baby.
Oh, you're dead. You're a dead man.
Oh
You're a dead
no.
man. I believe Scott's a Reds fan.
Oh, Rip.
I could be wrong.
They're not too great.
Jedi Masters Cubs. Okay, man. You won one or I almost said Super Bowl. Yikes. Forget of it. LOL, no.
Oh no. As long as you're not an Astros or a Red Sox fan, I don't care.
Oh, I am a what? I was gonna make a joke, but I fell on my face. What's the team that's no longer it starts with a J? It was a silly name.
For what team or what sport?
Baseball.
It was the I almost said Redskins, but that was football. They're now the Guardians. I forgot what they were.
It starts with a J. I don't know if they changed their team name or like the team just dissolved or something like that.
Oh, it was the Indians.
That was the previous name. Or
Yeah,
something?
now the Guardians.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of something else.
Like older.
Yeah, I'm talking like old.
Oh, I have yet to hear, or I haven't heard anything.
Oh man, I had like a whole bunch of their cards, and I thought they were worth a lot, but they were not. Scott, help me out. Indians are not Guardians are now. What? Hate the Cubs. Oh no. Maybe you're okay. Oh, it's the Expos. Yes, thank you.
Ah,
I'm an Expos fan.
are you in Canada?
J. Where'd I get a J from? Montreal Expos. Okay. That makes more sense.
I've never heard of that team.
Yu-Gi-Oh. That's way old. I used to have Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but my mom threw them out.
Oh,
Yeah. They were all first edition too.
is that like Pokemon, where some of them are like really high value?
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I probably would have thrown them out eventually anyways, so it's like it's whatever. Red Eyes Black Dragon. Heck yeah. Never really got into the trading card games, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're going to wrap it up. If anybody has any questions they want to ask, send them now. Some famous players played for the Expos. See? They're a pretty good team then, eh? Dislocated my spine, jaw, and some other parts of my body. Ghost Train, like, I don't know, like, either your life is just full of events or you're I don't know. I'm not going to call you a liar because that'd be rude. All right. Well, Eric, I really appreciate you coming on and taking the time and chatting and stuff like that. I had a lot of fun, and best of luck with your mock. I'm sure you'll get it done. It's going to be stressful.
Yeah.
But, you've come this far.
Yeah.
What do you have left?
It's kind of a mess right now, and I'm not exactly the best at filming this with my laptop.
That's okay.
But you can kind of see somewhat behind me. It's just a complete disaster right now. But I got let's see, how much time I have left.
I think you said 3 weeks.
So today's Friday. Got like 2.5 weeks now.
2.5 weeks. Oh, great! It's going down faster and faster.
Yeah, I'm currently working on the entrance to Echo Base, and I got some of the shield generator done.
Oh yeah, that looks great.
Yeah.
There we go. We got a sneak peek for everybody. Scott wanted to know when the next episode is, the next update.
Episode 3. So I'm working for like the entirety of this weekend, but I would like to have it out by Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of trying to do like a Tuesday, Friday upload for weeks. This week was different. I uploaded Wednesday, and I was trying to upload today, but I didn't get around to it, so I might have to do that tomorrow.
Gotcha.
But yeah, planning episode 3 is going to be the shield generator and entrance to Echo Base.
Sweet. All right, it's gonna be a big episode.
Hope so.
Yeah, sweet, man. Well, awesome. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the stream, to the podcast stream. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see all of y'all next week. See ya.